Hi there. All right, so another rudiment lesson today. As you just saw demonstrated, today's rudiment is within the Flam family. Before we go any further, if you don't have your rudiments written out, like if you don't know what the transcription is, I put a link in the description below and you can grab that. It's a free PDF and it's got all of the rudiments that we've been covering on this channel. Also, as you can probably tell based off of the demonstration of today's rudiment, this is a beginner drum lesson. So this is like a foundational, bare bones thing, not doing any kind of fancy hybrid stuff. So if you're a intermediate or more advanced player, I just wanted to let you know, if you are watching this, that this is gonna be tailored towards beginners. Okay, the notation that I'm going off of is based off of the Percussive Arts Society notation. I think it's a great way to just get yourself comfortable with playing the rudiments. And today's rudiment is the Single Flammed Mill. If you aren't familiar with what a flam is, click the lesson here, the link here, and that'll take you to the description of the flam. For those of you who've been following along in our Rudiments series, you already know what the flam is. So let's keep going. Today's rudiment, it's really, you could think of it as a flam tap kind of, and then two single strokes after it. So if you're playing a what I like to call a right-handed flam, meaning the right hand is the accented note and the left hand is the super soft little flammy part. If you're playing a right-handed flam, then you're going to let the right hand be the second note, which would be the E of, let's say, 1. The Percussive Arts Society lists this rudiment as 16th notes, nice and simple, so like a 4-note phrase. 1 E and up. So the flam is going to happen on 1, and then the tap is going to be, if it's a right-handed flam, it's going to be the right hand again, and then the and of 1 would be left-right. So it's right-handed flam, right hand tap, left hand tap, right hand tap. And then it would switch to the other side. So you have a left-handed flam, meaning the left hand is the accented note and the right hand is the super soft little flammy part. So a left-handed flam, then a left-handed tap, a right-handed tap, and a left-handed tap. And that's it. That's what you just saw in the demonstration, played at a couple of different tempos. As always, I recommend practicing it kind of freestyle at first. Just get comfortable playing the flam, playing the 3 taps after it. Get comfortable flowing from leading with your right hand to leading with the left hand, meaning playing with a right-handed flam for the first beat and then a left-handed flam for the second beat. Also, making sure that the flam is truly accented and then the other notes are super soft. Really work on your stick heights. If you've never worked on stick heights before, you might want to check out 2 accent lessons I have here on the channel. So like a 2-parter, very introductory lessons into developing accents. And I talk about stick heights there at a little bit more of a greater detail. Just really take your time with it. And then once it's comfortable, plug it to a metronome. Go really slow. Don't worry about going fast. Take your time, as we've done with all the rudiments so far in this Rudiments series. Really, I just encourage you to take your time with it. Why do the rudiment, as always? Because it's going to help you not only get a better inner clock, strengthening your inner clock, not only, well, what do I mean by inner clock? Your ability to maintain a tempo for an extended period of time. Also, your understanding of the pulse, the BPM, the beats per minute that you're playing in, a deeper understanding of that. That's what I mean by strengthening your inner clock. It's going to help develop your hand technique, which allows us to play with more dynamic control, meaning our ability to play loud, soft, and everywhere in between. But to me, the most important reason to learn this rudiment is it's another tool in the toolbox. It's another rhythmic idea that can help us create more interesting and unique phrases, fills, drum grooves on this awesome instrument. So today, the Single Flammed Mill, not one that gets talked about often, but I actually think it's one that gets played quite a bit, maybe even without knowing it. So take your time, plug that metronome on eventually, and gradually increase your speed by 3 beats per minute, because as I say all the time, and if you're new to the channel, this is the first time you're hearing it, but I recommend only increasing by 3-ish beats per minute is because it's a nice way of kind of tricking our brain and our body into playing faster. If you do those super big jumps, often our mind recognizes it, our thoughts start to come in where they're more negative. Maybe we're like, ooh, that feels really fast. I don't think I can do it. You don't want to have those thoughts when learning the instrument. If you start to have those thoughts, well, then you're not going to be able to do it. So trick your brain, trick yourself. Go by 3, take your time. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below. I'd be happy to interact with you there. And if you enjoyed this video or any of the videos on the channel, I'd be so grateful if you do any and all of the YouTube-y things. Like this video, share it with other aspiring drummers, maybe subscribe to the channel if you've not yet subscribed. Any and all of those interactions from you help these videos, these drum lessons, reach new aspiring drummers. And my hope is that this channel could be a somewhat decent substitute for those people out there who maybe don't have the means of taking private lessons. So, all right, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed today's rudiment, and I'll see you next time on the Drum Shed. God bless.